the husband in the war, but if the guy says, while you were gone, I saw so-and-so take a cow, he walks in the basement, and what they say, it's one witness, we can't listen to, bye.
No, we listen to one witness. If it's in Beis Din, you ask the question, why is it not Lashon Hara? If Beis Din are going to paskin based on it, the certain things is Lashon Hara, you're right. But a witness, when he's not named for anything, let's say a witness comes and says, I saw some monkey business going on there, this guy's a Rasha. We don't believe it, we can't do anything, it's Lashon keep your mouth shut. So if it's mominous, since Beis Din can paskin that this guy's taking shvuah, there's all Lashon Hara, as Metzia said.
So one witness, they would listen, if he said,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have one witness, what's he gotta say?
The Daraisa, he's believed, biblical, it says in the Pasuk.
Part 6 says, you can't have one witness, you have to have two.
Right?
Or three.
But one witness is Mechayev Shvuah. Two witnesses would get the guy to pay. One witness says he's got to pay, take a Shvuah. This is exactly the discussion there. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm glad you clarified this. I wanted, because today's a shorter share, so I wasn't going to really discuss it because it's kind of it's on the topic, but it's one of these complicated questions that, Mechayev Tahir.
Nothing over 30.
Sorry, which one is it?
Everything.
Huh?
Capital crime, one witness phone.
You mean Chiv Misa? Capital?
Talk about the Iyun class, what happened with the guy.
One minute it can't be mighty woman, 1 minute says no anything. One minute can't do anything. Except for one thing. Make you take a shvuah. It's believed to make you take a shvuah. Huh?
If he only takes a shvuah.
Yeah, he takes shvuah. If he doesn't take a shvuah, he pays. Okay.
If he doesn't have a shvuah, he pays.
Yeah. If he can't take a shvuah, he pays. Okay, so this is the question now. We saw yesterday, Taisus asks. Taisus says, what was Taisus Kasha? Taisus says, why would you assume that a dechod, I'll back up. I'll do what I wanted to say that this guy, right, the guy who's made the mixas, he should have a migu. He could have said, I'm crying for a call, I don't need you anything. Again, the guy who's made the mixas, the Gemara said he should have a migu, that he could have denied everything. That's a migu. Believe me when I say that I only paid you half. Believe me when I say I only owe you half. I could have said I don't owe you anything. Taisha says, for a migu to work, Taina B has to be a good Taina. He's saying Taina A, believe me, Taina B. How do you know that Taina B of I don't owe you anything is potter from a shvuah? Maybe that Taina is also chayav shvuah. That's Taisha's question. How do you know that when someone's crying for a call, he is in fact potter from a shvuah? That was Taisha's question. Okay, the maskana of Taisha is, and Taisha wanted to bring a rye from Eidachot. Look, I have a nice rye from Eidachot. What's the rye from Eidachot? The Torah tells me, in possible first, like we were just speaking with Rabbi Smith, that Eidachot can make you take a shvuah. Eidachot comes and says, you owe me $100. If I say you owe me $100, Eidachot says, I'm a witness, now you're going to take a shvuah. Without Eidachot, you don't have to take a shvuah. With Eidachot, you got to take a shvuah. Without Eidachot, you have to take a shvuah. Without Eidachot, you don't take a shvuah. You cry for a call, and you don't take a shvuah. Otherwise, there's no chiddush of the Torah saying, Eidachot is mechayev shvuah. There comes along Reb Shalom Eiga, and he asks a kasha. Says, he says, I don't understand. Taisus wants to say, let me just try and get this straight. Taisus wants to say, in his kasha at least, that Eidachot could be mechayev shvuah, right? And well, hold on. And Taisus wanted to say, before we get to, I missed the last stage. So Taisus says, that can't be true. We can't prove from Eidachot. You can't prove anything from Eidachot. Why can't you prove from Eidachot anything? Because it could be the Torah is only telling me that Eidachot is mechayev shvuah, not when you're crying for kol. Not when I say you owe me $100, you're crying for kol. The Torah says an Eidachot is mechayev shvuah when the Teveya, I don't know anything. I say, I don't know if you owe me any money. I don't know. I was sleeping, but I got a witness that says you owe me $100. And you say, no, I don't owe you anything. He's lying. So then the Torah says the Eidachot can be mechayev shvuah. Maybe that's the case where the Torah says you need an Eidachot can draw out of your shvuah. When the Teveya says, I don't know, but I've got an Eidachot saying that you owe me money.
No
so take a shvuah.
Because there's no ha'azah.
There's no other Teveya.
There's no ha'azah. If the guy's looking, He says
You
he,
mean-
he could lie to his
Could
face
be.
because the guy
That's
says, I
your
don't know.
husband. That's your husband.
So I see strength when there's one person that says, you owe me money, and I have a witness.
Yeah.
Because there's two people saying he owes him money.
Yeah, but the
You're saying the guy came back from vacation like
Hold on.
It's
The
not-
Teveya, when I say your money, that's
It's a
under
shema.
Monison. That's a
It's a
claim.
shema.
It's-
But they ain't told
but
him
the claim has a
money.
little-
He's a Shema. He's a Shema.
The claim-
I don't know, but it looks like your money. He's a Shema.
But it's
He's a
less,
Shema.
it's less of a claim when he says, I came back, my cow's missing, Yossi said you sold my cow.
You're saying it's less of a claim.
Wouldn't you say? He has no claim at all. He said if it wasn't for him, I
I've
wouldn't
got a
be.
witness. I wasn't there. Someone stole it. He says he saw it was you.
Right. As opposed to, I saw you steal it, and here's my one witness, which is.
But you're not Neman. When you say I saw you steal, there's no Nemonis in that.
don't
You have a taina.
You're right.
You got a taina. A taina's bori is stronger than a taina shema. I agree with you. It's a stronger taina. And if I say I know you stole, and you say I don't know, maybe the bori will win. In certain cases, if you're muksuk, a bori can beat a shema, right? If I say I know you,
So how does it help me with the talus, and he's got the other half of the dollars, but I got one witness? You were there alone, and after you picked it up, he grabbed the edge.
So-
Does he help me?
Huh?
We still, I'm saying, does one witness help us in our original
Both people
case?
know that they're both buried in that case.
huh?
They're both
They're both
bori.
bori.
They're both
What?
Ochzin and both Bari.
If they're both muksuk and they're both bori, it's a totally different story.
And he says, no, I saw him pick it up alone, then he picked the end. He said, no, that's mine too.
So you go Echad. He's chayv shvua. He's chayv shvua anyway. So I don't think it's going to help you too much.
Exactly.
Still, it's 50-50?
But there's anyway a shul.
Anyway, there's anyway
Anyway,
shvua. All
shvua.
Eidecha could do
So the
ever.
witness does nothing.
He can only ever make you take a shvua. Eidechad's not nema.
Such as
The Gemara says, why do you need to aid them? The Gemara talks about it. Why do you need to aid them ever? Why isn't one aid good enough? What, we think the guy's a liar? The Gemara says there's two reasons why you need aid him, not one aid. One is that maybe the guy's a liar, and it's not just like a guy testifies. We do with Drishach Akira. We start interrogating them. Well, where are you? What happened? We try and get them. We try and catch them out with to aid them. See if they're telling the truth. It's much easier to catch out two aid them who have to like make the story stem than catching out one aid, right? One aid he doesn't have to make up a story with anyone else. He can just keep making up lies. But you interrogate them separately, it's like they've got to come up with the same. They've got to come up with the same story. So that's one reason why it says you need to aid. And the second reason is because one person can make a mistake. But the likelihood that two people made the same stupid mistake, that's far, far less likely. That's already like that. It's much more likely that they're telling the truth than that they both made a mistake. But people always make mistakes. That's a given. People always make mistakes. Okay, we're going off topic.
The mice
No.
with the girl, truthfully claimed to give Avis, and the Avis was exactly right.
You only want to teach your story, so you're a chassid, right?
So he said, they gave exact Avis, it must be Sheka.
Wow.
If they both came out exactly right, it can't be true.
Right, that's part of the Drishul Chakira. If you see that they planned, they exactly remembered like what color shirt the guy was wearing, and it's not Mistabra, so you see that it wasn't actually what happened, but they're making this up. This is right.
But if you have one head, so it's really one against one.
Use the same words.
So why would he have more than?
Why is it 1 against 1? It's 1 against 0. It's 1 against 0. Because we're saying that the guy, the two claimants, the claimant and the defendant, they have no nemonis. We don't believe them because, oh, we believe you. We believe what you say. You've got a claim, you owe me $100. He's got a claim, I don't owe you money. We're not believing either of them, L'chaira. But Eidachot is coming with an nemonis. Believe me, I've got nothing to gain from this. I saw you stole. Now, you can get out of it. A shvuah is enough to disprove that. But the Gemara says, if he doesn't take a shvuah, we believe the aid like 2. And he's got to pay. It's like it's 2. Eidecha becomes 2 if the guy's not denying it. And he's not taking shvuah. Okay, so this is the kasha he asks, right? He says, you want to tell me that Kaifrakol is chayv shvuah. That's his Tosis Haberman. Well, maybe Kaifrakol is chayv shvuah. And Eidechot, when the Teveh is a shema, he's also going to be chayv shvuah. Right? So what's going to be the case? I come to you and I say, Benji, you owe me $100. Well, I don't know anything, but I've got Eidechot, right? I don't know the story. I don't know the matzah. You say, no, I don't. He's a liar. You both lie. You're not a liar, but this guy, my witness here,
Albi comes along and
I'll
says, I
become
saw it.
he's a liar. You say he's a liar. I don't need to pay, right?
Can you believe it?
Now you say, I say, okay. I say, okay. I've got an aid. Take the shvuah. I say, I've got an aid. What's it then? Eidechot, Tay says. Even when I'm a sophic, you got to take the shvuah, right? Swear up. Then you say, I'm not taking the shvuah. I've got a plan here. I'm not taking the shvuah. This is this plan. I'm not taking the shvuah. Okay, you give me the $100 because you're not taking the shvuah. Then you say to Chaim, You owe me $100. You took $100 from me. Even without Eid Echad, you chayav a shvuah.
Why is that?
You're a bari. You say now you owe me $100. I say I don't know, right? I say you say take a shvuah. You don't owe me $100. If Taisus have a minna, you can be mechayiv a shvuah even without Eid Echad. So you should just turn around and say you owe me $100. I don't know because I've only got 8, but I can't take a shvuah, right? Because I don't know. I came with a big suffix. I can't take a shvuah. You say you owe me money. You just took $100 from me.
Deny it.
I can't deny it. You know, basically
have to
knows
give
you
the
took the
money.
money, right? The question is, you say you owe me $100.
you
Can
pay
you
up
take
and
it?
force
I
him
can't
to
take a
take a
shvuah.
Yeah, but
So how could Tais ever have
the
again?
chazaka, the ein adam, whatever it is, that to go and claim money that wasn't his. Ein le tevei, ein le yeshla. Guy's not going to go up to a random guy and say you owe me $1,000.
Right, but you're claiming it's Vadai mine. You've got a Chazak and a Teveya. I don't know. I can't take a shvuah because I have no idea. So how could Taisus come along and say that the whole Chiddush of the Torah is only when I'm a Safek that I can wait to your shvuah, but a Bori, but when you don't, but a Kaifra Kol can also be Chayiv shvuah. That can't be true. Because otherwise every time you Kaifra Kol, you say, okay, give me the money back. You're a Bari, I can't take a shvuah, get the money back. That's his kasha. Rabbi Kiva says a kasha with so many terutzim. He's got this kasha so many terutzim. He throws in like a couple of terutzim. Rabbi Kiva says. So first, we've all got the kasha. First of all, it's a kasha. Anyone's got like a nice terutzim. I can't take a shvuah that I don't
Oh,
need
because
money.
he said he's shema.
I'm a shema. I don't know. I have no idea. I've got an Eid
Well, what's he claiming? Huh? Is he saying like
You're saying
it
you
wasn't
just
actually
you're
you
saying
gave, I took from
you're
you,
saying
you
you've
took
got
from me.
you're saying you took you got $100 of mine. You just took $100 of mine for my sheep eating or whatever it is. Give it back. I said I don't know. I can't take a shvuah, so get the money back. That's the kasha. It is right.
And therefore, we can learn from it that is
Therefore, must be a dachad. It must be kaifra kol is pata.
right. We can learn from it.
Yeah, exactly. So, the Rebbe answers like this. He says, I mean, it's a bit of a technical,
Right.
גם, כן, אותו דבר, כמו היה.
No, not even a guitar.
No guitar. No guitar.
A cappella tomorrow. What's it called?
There's music instruments tomorrow.
Is it?
Okay, so Rabbi Craig answers like this. There's a lot to it, but you should know that every time Eid Echad is Mechayiv Moment, and you don't take a shvuah, he's got a din of shtayim, like I dropped in before, sneakily, right? So any time the Eid Echad is Mechayiv you, it's like Eidim. So I'll just turn around and I'll say, I need to take a shvuah, I've got Eidim. I need to take a shvuah, I've got Eidim. That's what the answer is, I'll say. Why did the guy have to take a shvuah? Because he's got nothing on him, but he'll say, listen, I've got Eidim. I don't have to take a
So Eidim
shvuah.
or Eid Echad?
That
So-
is like two.
Anytime, Eid Echad,
Hamzan,
anytime you don't take a shvuah, the Gemara says, anytime you don't take a shvuah connected to Eid Echad, Emina Sotoret Kishtayim. That's how you can get money with him. It's like I've got Eidim now. If you take a shvuah, the Eid Echad's nothing.
Oh.
But if he doesn't take Eid Echad, if you don't take a shvuah, so the Eid Echad's now Neman, he's got a glut and Nemanis. So now I've got like Shnayim Eidim. So you're saying, give me the money back. I said, what do you mean? I've got Eidim.
Or an Eid. Even if, what's the difference if I have one Eid?
One Eid can't be Mechayiv moment. One Eid could
No,
just
but
make
don't
take
be
a shvuah.
Mechayiv, he's just defending him, because the other guys come back, I'll come back and say, give me 100.
So what are you saying? Instead of the shvuah, I've got Eid Echad?
Yeah.
Eid Echad doesn't part you from a shvuah. Eid Echad give me Mechayiv your shvuah. Because Eid Echad creates a suffix. Good question. Excellent question. We said a couple of weeks ago, before Pesach, I think I'm getting this right. Eid Echad creates a suffix. It looks like you're telling the truth. So therefore I can say, look, I've got Eid Echad. It creates a big suffix in our minds. Is he telling the truth? Is he not telling the truth? Take a shvuah, and then we'll know the guy's a stinking liar. Right? But if you say, I've got to take a shvuah, Eid Echad can't part you from a shvuah, because Eid Echad just creates a suffix. You got a suffix, am I telling the truth? I'm going to give you an Eid, it's going to create more of a suffix? Doesn't help.
You're saying without the A, there's no suffix?
No, without the Eid, there's a big suffix.
He's a shema. He's a shema.
No,
I'm a
here's the
shema.
thing.
I'm a shema. I don't know.
But you're
He
saying-
says, give me the money back.
How could an Eid
You're saying
part
the A
me?
is only adding a suffix.
The Eidach, right, it just has the suffix.
And Eid can
Eidach
only
doesn't
be
create the
motzi.
bureau.
Is
It doesn't
right.
create, Eidach doesn't clarify anything,
It's
right?
okay. Is the aid now chayiv something?
He's right, it wasn't
The aid is never
Right.
chayiv.
Right.
Aid
Wasn't
can be
there something
chayiv
before
for
the
the
shul?
shul.
Is
But
it-
aid
I saw-
can't
Wasn't
be
a suffix, it was a machlokes.
That means
I
aid
understand
has to be
that.
with you all the time.
I understand that.
I
but
know
I'm
that
saying-
you never
Before the Eid comes, there's nothing, there's gone.
He's still-
I don't even know, I'm a
He's
Shema.
still- that is so like- now
No,
he's-
there's not even machlokes, I'm a Shema, I don't know anything. I don't know if he owes me money, I have no idea, I wasn't in town. I don't know who stole my car, right? He comes and says, Benji stole the car. I'm not going to do machlokes with you. I know
The
nothing.
suffix now with who he's pointing the finger
Exactly.
at. Okay. It was a suffix.
Nothing happens.
The rabbit.
Nothing happens to him.
So the Eid?
No, he's behind the shore. He says I didn't steal it. Now he's now. What is he?
This Eidach can't help the situation.
What did he?
You think that he can't be potter?
He's a nobody. Who's Eidach? Eidach nothing. Eidach got plucky from a shvur.
No.
Why? Because the aid had to see everything all the time that ever happened.
No,
every night?
nothing to do with that. Eidach can be mechayiv your
Yeah,
shvur.
but once he says he's and he swears.
Can't bring a proof of a
He
negative.
doesn't swear.
No,
If he swears, then that's it.
And then he walks away.
Yeah, of
Eidach
course.
doesn't- it's
Eidach
okay,
doesn't have to
he
pay
just lies.
anything. Yeah, we don't know who's lying. Either he's lying or you're lying. We don't
This
know.
aid echad doesn't help because an aid can't prove a negative. He can't say, I'm a witness that he never borrowed money.
It's
He
not even
can't-
that. It's
he
not even
can't
that.
give
Before
such
you,
a
before you get to that, it could be that Eidach says I was there the whole time. From the second you lent me the money, I've been with him ever since, and I know he never paid back. That's not that's coming here. Eidach is not enough to part you from a shvur. Eidach can be mechayiv your shvur. Eidach can say, I think you're lying. I know you're lying. You can get up and take a shvur. Now, if I'd have an Eidach and you'd have an Eidach, so it's not that the
it's both
Eidach.
chayiv shvur.
If I say you're chayiv shvur, I've got Eidach. Your Eidach isn't instead of the shvur to party yourself.
Make a shvur.
It's
Now
it's
they're
like
both
trade.
chayiv shvur.
Each Eidach is what's called the Eidim cancel each other out. Each Eidach cancels each other out, and now you don't have to take a shvur.
They don't have to take a shul. They
Yeah,
both
but
have to take a shul.
no, neither of them take shvur. I've got eight says you owe me $100, right? You've got eight says I saw you paid you back, right? So it's my aid against your aid. They cancel each other out. They go, oh, no shvur. But if it's
Why
not
not
so that what
shvur?
I say. Because your aid, it's like
Yeah,
trade
but
trade.
it's
I've got
not-
two witnesses, you got two witnesses.
It's leverage.
They cancel each other out.
No leverage.
Yeah, but then the guy loses.
Before you had
Why can't he say, I'm willing to make a shul?
He doesn't need to. He's got an Eidach.
No, but he wants to get his money back.
It doesn't. I can't. You can't get your money back with Eidach. It doesn't help you.
Not gonna help me.
Well, usually with an aid,
Before
how do you
he
get
came,
make a
It
shul?
was a machlok. Somebody stole
Here
your
we just
cow.
the cancel out.
Yeah.
Who's your mother with?
I have no idea. I don't stole my cow.
So, who's the machlok?
There's no one. No, I'm not taking out.
So
the
there's no
basement.
machlok.
No, it could be the cow just dropped dead. I have no idea. It could be aliens took it. I've got no what tefillah on anyone. Aid comes and says, you know what? I saw your uncle stole your
So
cow.
now the suffix is with you
Whoa,
and
whoa,
Yankel.
whoa.
Yeah.
Who's your uncle? You? Oh, with you and Poloni?
He likes cows. As
That's
well.
right. So in other words, the suffix was created of who you're now married. Before that, it was the world. You had a machlok with the
There's no
world.
machlekes, whatever.
There was no machlok. Somebody
Yeah.
stole my cow.
Exactly.
The one witness makes a suffix of the person that he's saying, I saw it take. Okay.
If he takes a shvur, he's mevar the suffix with a shvur. So that's the kasha. That
So
should
it
be
could be your worst
answer.
enemy, and you could just come and say, that guy.
According to other sheet, the pshat is like this: once you get paid up, you once it's based in passports, you get paid, right? We're back to the original question, and the answer is that once he gets paid, up even if it's up Dachod, you got the money kosher for Yosha based in. Now you say, give me the money back. I can't swear. You're right, I can't swear. If I got the money, I'll be in Torah. I don't have to take a shvur now. You haven't got a claim on me. What's your claim? Why have you got your $100? I got the $100 because you lost the court case. That's I got. That's why you have the money. Nothing to do with chazak.
Okay.
Once you get the money up, you then
He's not purveying that same $100 back. He's saying at that time that you gave me, I gave you. Because that's why he doesn't know. Otherwise, he's not a shema, he's a bari.
No, so what he'll say is, that court case is being fought out in Basin, and I won. I won with an Eidach. You didn't take a shvur, you lost. You could have taken a shvur, you decided not to. You lost. I've got the money fair and square.
you're saying that
And now you can't come and
the
be
same-
You can't rejudge the same case again and say, give me the money back. Too late, too bad.
But that's on the same $100. What he's bringing up.
No, there's no other $100. That's the
He's bringing
$100.
up in the time that you claim that I gave you $100, you also gave me $100.
We already fought about that case. We already discussed that case in Basin. That's what you claimed in Basin. And you could have, I have an Eidach. You could have.
Yeah, but if I come to you afterwards, I come to you after the end of the basement and say, oh, by the way, right, 5 minutes after you gave it 100, I lent you my cow.
So you make up a new case now? a new
Yes,
story?
he's saying, and you had this mental lapse, as you already admitted you had a mental lapse.
That's not.
Right?
Oh, that's a different, totally different question. Totally
I thought
different
that was the case.
Benji's saying a different question. No, Benji says a different question. Let the guy come now and say, "Hey, you owe me another $100 randomly." Now I'm chayav shvua. I can't take a shvua, so I'll make pay back. Okay, he can go and steal his car. That's not a kasha. You can go steal from him. That's not a kasha. Why does he come now at this time? Kasha's in the same taina. He could just say that he could redo the same case, get the same money back. Not that he could come ahead and make the guy take shvua. Because what are you going to say? You're going to come to me and say, I'll answer you more directly. You come to me and say, you owe me a different $100. I just gave you $100. I'll swear. I've got no problem swearing against that.
What do you mean? You're shema. You admit to the
No,
money you don't know.
I'm shema about that money, not shema about the new money.
There was a whole lapse. You had this whole.
The whole
right.
reason that he paid
How is the outside?
during the days din was because he wasn't willing to do shvua. Meaning for him, doing shvua versus paying $100, he prefers to pay $100 even
No,
though
he
he's right.
couldn't make a shvua because
Even
he
though he's
didn't know.
right.
He only knew because a single aid came
No,
along
not
and
because of
said,
that.
"Yeah, a
No,
single aid came along."
once the aid came, it creates a situation where
Can't
he has
make
to
a
do
shvua.
shvua. He has to do shvua.
The other guy makes a shvua, but the guy that comes with the one aid, he comes on and says, "I don't know, but this guy told me you stole my thing."
Right.
And the guy says, "Yeah, here's your thing, but I put there a bar of gold instead, which was $1 million." And you don't know because you said your shema, and your aid is nothing.
He could- he
So
has to
pay it
bring
back.
he has
You
to bring
can't
in-
deny it because you said your shema. You
He
can't
has
make
to
a
bring- he has to
shvua.
bring- he has to bring an aid to force the other person to do shvua. Right?
You mean he's going to be kosher for a cult at this point?
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
And-
so he's
yes.
kosher for a cult,
And
and
now he
then
has to bring an
okay.
aid to force it to do shvua. Alright.
Okay, so these first two terutzim are not like a lomdisha mahalish in the sugya, but the basic lady throws out like a massive lomdisha shtickle bear over here.
Where?
Madura Basra, I don't know, I can't remember. I can't remember the
Base
Mark.
Gimel?
Base. So basically it says like this. Why is it that why when you're teves someone and he's going for a call, is he chayiv shvuah?
Not chayav shvua.
Would he be chayiv shvuah in places to zavim? Why when I teves someone do I have an emonis? Because there's a klal, Eidam Teven and Kliyeshlai. I'm not going to come over to the guy and say you owe me $100, right?
Unless.
Because I don't like a stinking gun. If you know I'm lying, I know I'm lying, everyone knows I'm lying. Unless you actually owe me the money, I wouldn't do that, right?
You want a second opinion?
So that's why, if Eidam Teven Kliyeshlai, you'll chayav a shvur to get out of it. Because you look like you're a liar. Right? Everyone's with me? When I say you owe me $100, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't have that chutzpah unless you owed me money. That's why, in places half a minute, you got to take a shvur to get out of it. But when I know that you don't know, is that a chutzpah? No. So here, when you come and say, and now you owe me the $100, and I'm a shema, you don't have that chazaka anymore. Therefore, I have to take a shvur b'chlal.
Beautiful.
You hear the lumbus? Ah, it's beautiful. No?
Maybe.
Base the lady.
So
Then he follows through with this.
So that he didn't take a shvua creates a situation where he is not even like trusted.
He's a vadai. He says vadai. I never borrowed from you a penny. Right.
Right.
He's not taking it a shvur. But now when he comes to me and says, "You owe me the $100," I'm the shema. He no longer has enam tevelem keniyeshlai. He no longer has this chazaka. Look, the guy would never claim. He must be telling the truth.
Why?
Otherwise, he would
Because
never
I'm
claim the money.
Because it's
No.
Oza?
Because there's no one else. Because I don't know. You
So
come
it's
to
only
me.
a case of Oza.
You only believed
Because of Ozas.
because it's others to say it to ask such a thing. It's a chazaka. You must be telling the truth. That's why I'm chayav b'shvua. We blew the fuse. It's such a gewaldig sugya. So that's what the Beis Levi says. Since there's no longer a ha'azah to claim this, he's not believed. I don't have to take a shvua back. Gewaldig.
Thank you.
So Im Kain.
He didn't know.
What?
He's saying the person didn't know at first. He didn't know that he was wrong. He didn't know he lost
If
something.
the guy's walking around saying, "I don't know what's flying," you can go and ask him anything. He's
Yeah,
dreaming.
well, I say I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I have no
So you have a
idea.
beautiful watch, I see.
Yeah.
And if
I don't know.
And if one day I'm walking in the door, then I see something, and then I come in and say, "Hi, hey, where's your watch?" He said, "I don't know, I lost it." How'd you lose it? It's gone. Are you kidding me? That watch, somebody sees it, I already gave up on it. Oh, Baruch Hashem. Now I walk out, I go back to Duluth, I pick it up and I tell you, never my possession before. You didn't know. I can take it now, right?
He's Miyash.
I didn't say I picked it up and I said Miyash and I put it up.
Miyash, yes, different sugya. Nah.
No, just say, you said the person didn't know.
In the case, stick to the case. This is the case. Alone. I say I lend you $100. He says, no then. He's high. If I say I don't know if I lent you $100. He says the guy I lent was you. You're the guy. I know I lent $100 to someone. I don't remember who. He says it was you. You say no, it wasn't. Yes, he says yes, it was.
This could be like in the store.
I don't know. Now when he comes back to me and says, this is what the basic lady is saying. When he comes back to me and says, you owe me that $100, and I say I don't know. So for him, it's no longer us to claim the money because he knows. I just said I don't know. And then guess what? If I say now I do know, I'm a stinking lie. Basically saying, why a minute ago you said you don't know? How come all of a sudden you do know?
This witness says that he does. That's all you can bring up?
Yeah, but you don't. I don't know. I can't take a shvuah. And therefore he's no longer answering.
He doesn't need a shvuah.
What about others in front of an Eid Echad?
So definitely if you Rashi, that's not shver because Rashi says the others. What's the others? Ein adam meis panafle b'chayva. You know what? People lie all the time. But no one lies to the guy that just lent the money. The guy just lends you money. You want to be able to borrow from him again, maybe.
Yeah, but if the guy's
gonna come
right,
back.
but the guy's asking for it back. He wasn't
He what?
no, you're saying he borrowed from him, so that's real others.
Yeah.
Because he mamish borrowed from him. Oh, okay. There's a toiva.
And the people, I got an example, like working with some guy, and I said, oh, you owe me money, he didn't work. That's others, isn't it?
Very good question. We're going to see tomorrow, Mr. Shem, if you have time, how the Chorin speak. It's a sugya. So Rashi's learning. There's a machlokes Rashi Taisus. Taisus says the azas is very simple: to lie when someone knows you're lying. That's a chutzpa. That's azas. People don't like doing that. People don't like lying when the guy knows you're lying. I lie through my teeth. If you don't know for sure I'm lying, I say, yeah, I fell, I didn't see the message, I came late, there was traffic. That they'll do all the time. They'll lie. People lie all the time. But when you know that I'm lying, I won't do that. That's a azas. I won't lie when you know that I'm lying. I'll do a lie that you won't know I'm lying about. That's Taisus. Rashi says something else. Rashi says, I'm not going to lie when you just did me a taiva. That's a azas. I lie to anybody else. I have no problem lying when you know I'm lying. That's not a problem. People know all the time you lie, you lie. But to the guy that just did you a taiva, you're not going to like his face. We'll see, there's a third shita that's come, we're going to see tomorrow, that it's somewhere in the middle. He makes it shown with Taisus and Rashi, a new shita, a new pshat in what the azas is. We're going to have to call it a day. It's 11:05. I have to head out. If you want, we can very quickly start tomorrow's sukkah just to get your feet wet. I'll tell you the case. We're not gonna go further. I'll just tell you the case outside. Maybe we'll see it inside. Our Gemara, our Taisa says that a migu da'azalay. A person does not believe with the migu with claim A when claim B would have been a massive chutzpah. That's called the migu da'azah. People don't believe with that type of migu. Believe me, this I could have said that. You never said that. That's a chutzpah, right? That's Taisus. In Cain, there's this very shver Gemara in Bava Kama. The Gemara says like this: some guy's sheep go into another guy's field, right? The guy grabs the sheep, and he says to the owner of the cows, the owner of the sheep, he says, "Your sheep just ate $100 worth of food, $1,000 worth." The Gemara says they took it to Avud. The Shmuel said, "You know what? The guy can say." He can keep at the mayhem of the sheep. He can say, the sheep are worth $100, $1,000. I can say your animals ate up to $1,000 worth, right? Migu, I could have said the sheep are mine.
Who? The guy
that owns the field can say your sheep ate $1,000 worth of crop. He says, no, they didn't. There's no way they ate $1,000 worth of crop. He says he can charge him $1,000. He says, what? He has a migu. Believe me, I saw your sheep eating $1,000 worth of my crops. I could have said the sheep are mine. So he can keep $1,000 if the sheep worth $1,000. I can't get 1,001 because you'll say, just keep the sheep. I don't know, you have no migu. The migu is, I could have just kept the sheep and said they're mine. Now, what type of migu is that? Migu da'azah. According to Taisus, it's very shver. Taisus says, what's a migu da'azah? The guy knows you're lying, right? Does the guy know I'm lying when I say your cows ate $1,000 worth of crop? No, but does the guy know that you didn't own the sheep are mine? The guy knows these are my sheep. That's a fat uzza. How could the guy have migu da'azah? Shmuel Pa'avud, the Shmuel Parsons, he gets to keep $1,000. That's the biggest migu da'azah.
Not a time, he could have just kept the sheep. It's not a migu that he could have made a better claim.
No.
He could have done a better thing. And he would have kept the sheep. He would have muhsik on the sheep.
The guy
and the
comes-
other guy had to
No, but
get them out of him.
the guy come to Basin and say, "Those are my sheep, right? And you owe me $1,000." What's he gonna say? They're my sheep. That's a foul uzza. That's a uzza. You can't say they're my sheep. You know that those are my sheep. They've been in my family for 55 generations, right? That's a massive uzza. It's not an uzza for you to say, "I saw your sheep eating tons of crops. You owe me the money." So that's a big kasha taisus. And guess what? The Rimigash says, and
Find out
I
tomorrow.
want to see inside. Rimigash says, of course a migudaza you say. It's a reversion Gemara. You do say migudaza. What's taisus talking about? There's no migudaza. Of course you say migudaza. But nothing. You do say migudaza. So what's going on in Gemara for you, the Rimigash? Why not Gemara? It's a migudaza, and you don't say it. More tomorrow.